Hey, welcome back to Allenhouse Sound. My name is Dave, and today we've got a review in store, and I am super excited. If you're in the church planting, if you're in a mobile church environment, if you do live streams anywhere with venues, if you're like me and you do sporting events and you want to be able to live stream those, today is the video you want to check out. This thing is amazing, and I'm stoked to get into it. Let's run the intro clip. We'll see you back in a minute. All right, so welcome back to Allenhouse Sound. Oftentimes I get companies that reach out to me and want to do reviews, and today's review is about the OSEE GoStream Deck. Now, this isn't just the GoStream Deck. I've got previous video talking about how my church actually used the GoStream Deck, the HDMI version, for a few weeks. You can check that video out if you want to, but today's review is about this little guy, the portable unit, which is an all-in-one video switching man, it's just it's an amazing piece of hardware. I want you to dive into it with me. I want to talk about the settings. I want to talk about what it can do, its capabilities, and just let you know why you might want to review this thing and use it in your production needs. So it comes in a box like this, shipped to you. Well, it's shipped in a different box, but in here, you've just got some styrofoam and then this little guy. Now this package is power packed, and it actually has a little weight to it. This thing weighs in at just under 11 pounds. So it's nothing light. You're not gonna throw this thing around, but very portable in this Pelican case style box that we've got here. It is very convenient. Now, it has some extra weights, and I'll zoom in and show you some shots of this, but we've got weights that are on either side here, the left, the right, and even one that's on the bottom down here. And what you could do is you could mount this onto a tripod. This could be set up on a tripod. It could be mounted into a rack with these side items here. But look at this. This thing, when you open up the Pelican case, it's not just a video switcher, but you've got a monitor built into it as well. Pretty amazing setup here. We're going to talk about the details of this, but what blows me away is we're currently using a competitor's version because we went from HDMI to SDI. What I didn't know about this thing is that it's got HDMI and SDI. If I can zoom in on the back there, look at all those connections. You've got HDMI and SDI options for all of your inputs. Now, this video switcher, the SDI video switcher, is available to purchase by itself. But this power-packed unit that we're here to talk about today, all the connections right here on the back. So you've got SDI, HDMI, you've got a, let's see here, you've got USB, USB-C connectors on the back, you've got your Cat5 internet cable so you can get some good quality internet to stream to. You've even got an auxiliary 2 cable that goes into this. On the right side, you've got your 9 volt, you've got your power supply. It also has a USB-C style connector if you're going to run power to it from just a standard USB-C connection. This side, you've got the IEC connector, which is what I'm using, your standard 3-prong connector. Now, it didn't come with that. So just know that it gives you all these options. You've got to figure out power for yourself. But let's look at what's on the top here as well. This is pretty cool. Now, I want to dive in. I'm just going to get you over top of this and talk through some of the features. Give me a second. So let's dive in here and look at what we've got. We've got the video switcher here, which has all of your standard connections, and we'll look at those in a minute when the screen's on. You do have a little holder here that just pops right underneath there. Keep your screen from popping down if you are in a windy situation or outside or just moving it at all. Or if it sits on an angle, if you've got it angled up in a rack, then that is really convenient to hold your screen up. You do have the ribbon cable here, which connects your, obviously all the connections here through your multi-pin out or multi-view out onto the screen. It does come with an extra one of these in case it gets damaged. It comes right in the box shipped with an extra one. Here though, look at this, USB-C connector if you've got a portable battery a little rechargeable lithium-ion battery. You could run it right here, keep it set up in there. Pretty simple and easy. It's even got your specs right there, DCN 9 volt. So that is a super nice feature as well. You've got your power button. So once we power this thing up, we'll hit the power button, and the fan will run automatically on the unit. But if you want to turn the secondary fan on, then you've got the fan button right here that you can do that as well. Right on the front, you've got a headphone jack, which is a huge benefit compared to some of the competitors. You've got a built-in headphone jack and a mic in. So mic 1 coming in here, mic 2 on the back. Think about this. The way that I have this set up right now, I can plug my wireless mic in here, and I could live stream with a lavalier mic or a portable wireless mic right here and set that as mic in. And the back one could come from my soundboard. So I've got line in back there. So I can get a full soundboard signal coming through with a full mix, and then have this one as a mic in. I can even have the headphones plugged right in there if you've got to mix your audio right on the fly. But this thing is power packed with all the features you would expect. We're going to dive into that. But last thing I want to show you is right here on the front, SD card reader built right in there. So if you want to back this up, in my current environment, I have to have a USB-C dongle plugged in that has a SD card reader, and then this is functional for me. In this one's got the SD card reader built right into it. Now on the unit, it's on the front, but this case gives it to you right there, easy to access. All right, y'all, I wanted to bring you into our space back here. This is a multi-purpose space that we've got, and I've got the OSEE set up here just in a little kind of sample environment here. So we've got 2 cameras, well, 1 camera and a laptop plugged in. Let's take a look at it, show you kind of this whole thing in a box and how portable it is and small platform it is for you. So in a minute, we're going to plug in here, take a look at this stuff, but I've just got my laptop set up as one input coming in. And so we've got the camera right here, and then we've got the laptop. So we've got both of those set up. You can see the audio from a microphone coming in as well. And so all of that is right there. And you could obviously have 2 more inputs. You can have your auxiliary, you can have a still and a still 2. You can set things up for upstream and downstream keying, all that good stuff. And then we're going to take a look at the functionality here in just a minute. We're not going to go through a full tutorial of this, but just to give you an idea of what's going on, we will jump into some of the features here. And so again, this platform here, just on a small little table. Obviously, if we had a nice tripod, we could set it on a tripod underneath. But this is just the small platform here. And we've got all of our connections. Now, obviously, I'm just running my 2 connections in the back, my power cord, but we do have both HDMI and SDI, as previously mentioned. And if you wanted to run this whole thing just as a webcam, you've got your 2 USB-C outputs there. Now, I'm not streaming because I don't have Cat 5 hooked up in here, but you can do that as well. All right, so just jumping in here, we've got a row of program buttons and a row of preview buttons. So right now, camera 2 is our preview, but if I hit camera 3, it doesn't change anything on the program. We don't have to hit a certain succession of buttons. We just hit whichever one we want to preview. There's 4, there's 1, but 1's also program. And then as soon as we choose the one that we want, then we can just go ahead and either hit auto, and that's going to automatically switch and make it super easy. We also have cut, and you can also do some various different levels of your 1980s kind of half and half there with the little toggle switch. My son thinks this is part of his TIE fighter from Star Wars. Okay, so you've got your program, your preview buttons. You do have all of your normal fade to black, things like that are over here. We have some features right here with the menu button where we can push this and hit menu. Then we can use this encoder to go through all of our different settings. No laptop required to jump in and do all of your settings. Set up your stream keys, your any upstream or downstream keying that you want to do, your live stream broadcast keys. You can do up to 3 different outputs, so you can stream to multiple different locations, all with this one device at the same time. You can set up picture-in-picture. You can have your volume from each of your inputs displayed here. I've just got the one turned on the main for program there. But all of these various settings are available. And I'm not going to jump through all the settings, but they are all here and available right at the touch of this button. Now, when you're trying to set up names, obviously you've got to use some sort of a QWERTY keyboard that's built in here. And there's some scrolling and punching, but that is not a bad thing to have so that you don't need to be on the field with an extra laptop. You can just jump right into your settings right here on the device. All right, so as we wrap up just a little video here, I think, again, if you're in a portable environment that you're going to do any type of broadcast work, I think you should check out this OSEE GoStream portable unit. It is the Stream Deck Kit, and again, comes with all of the power-packed features that we just went through in a nice portable case. All your connections pre-built there, and everything is available right here in this unit. Pick your different power supply if you want to. Pick your different inputs and outputs, HDMI or SDI, and you are up and running really, really fast. So thanks again to OSEE and GoStream for sending this product to me to test out, do a review on. Again, I've been having some trouble with my other competitor's device on my normal Sunday morning streams. And so I was able to put this right up next to it and run some streams the past few weeks with no issues and no challenges. And it has been amazing. We just plug it in, the screen's built in. It's nice, and you've got all the controls there. But check out the link in the description below if you'd like to order one for yourself, or you can also do more research at your favorite reseller and see if you can find this unit there. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up button. If you've got any questions about this unit or anything else that relates to Alum House Sound, usually we're doing audio reviews, feel free to leave that in the comment section below. I'm always answering comments. And if you need one-on-one help, you can find the link in the description to my website. Fill out the contact card. We'll start a conversation outside of YouTube. But for now, that's it. Thanks so much. Catch you next time. Peace.